Kaya Kamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashanta Desha Tarini Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Who is chanting Mahamantra? Chant.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. Okay, so yesterday what have you learned?
Nan Vijnan Yoga.
Yes, Vijnana. Yes.
Vijnan Yoga.
Yes. So what exactly we could understand in that? The knowledge of the absolute. So how are we made up of? We are made of 5 elements. And what are the another 3 elements?
Intelligent,
False ego.
Yes, very nice, very nice. So how can we control our mind? We have to use our intelligence, right? Our soul will give you the intelligence. Unless and until you don't control your mind, it is going to move here and there. Right? So we have to be very careful how we are controlling our mind. We should not be distracted each time and move it, do activities as per our mind. We have to control it. We should know what is right, what is wrong, and which are the 4 type of people who surrender to the Lord. We also saw that, right?
Inquisitive.
Yes.
And
Distressed. Very nice.
The one who is looking for the absolute.
Yes.
Who is curious about the Lord.
Inquisitive. Yes.
Man, desirer of wealth.
Very nice. Correct.
And searching for knowledge.
Very nice. These are the 4.
And also distressed and inquisitive.
Yes. So any examples quickly?
Distressed is Draupadi.
Very nice.
Gajendra Moksha.
Gajendra is also in distress. Yes, very good. Dhruv Maharaj for what? Desire for? For wealth. He wanted a bigger kingdom. Yes. Then Parikshit Maharaj and all, he was inquisitive, wanted to know, right? And many of them, in the name is Harsharanyam, all the people who were wanting to know the knowledge, wanted to know the absolute. So they are searching for the knowledge. Okay. So these are the 4 type of people who only surrender. Okay. There are other 4 types of people who doesn't surrender. These are the 4 type of, we should know the 4 type of people who surrender to the Lord. We are amongst them. Whenever we are in distress, we are in difficulty, we don't know what exactly we need to do, we go for Lord. Sometimes we also require desire for something, but instead of, yes, we should not have any desire, but still, if whatever is there, instead of going to some other people, it is only through Krishna we can get. He only does everything, right? So we can ask for it from him. Yes. In this chapter today, we are going to see Akshara Brahma Yogas. This picture is so cute. These are all the devotees who have made, So you all have also sent so beautiful pictures. Really thankful for it. Very nice. And you can also chant some shlokas and send across. Attaining the Supreme. How can you attain the Supreme? So how can those engaged in, Krishna is saying continuously that we should do devotional service. So Arjuna now, he is confused. Which are the 5 reasons which he was giving excuse during the first chapter? Can anybody not to find?
Compassion,
Very nice. Yes. So these were the 5 reasons what he was saying, right? Now he slowly his doubts are getting cleared. And now when Arjuna is asking Krishna, how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? Okay. So Krishna is saying that you have to do devotional service. Only then you will, like we have already seen the Bhakti ladder. What is the Bhakti ladder?
Mataji, Bhakti is the first teaching.
Form of yogas.
Yeah, the forms of yogas, the stepping stone towards the Lord, right? But the final step is the bhakti. Through bhakti only, if you do perfect bhakti only, you're going back to Krishna. Otherwise, what will happen? You're doing nice karma. Okay, in the next life, you will get another human life and you will again be doing the same thing. But you won't be getting liberation, or you are not going to go to Krishna and serve him, right? We want to serve the Lord. We are just not sitting idle. We can't sit in a room and just keep on thinking. No, we have to serve the Lord also. So to serve the Lord, you have to have devotional service. What are the 9 ways of devotional service? Anybody remembers?
Sharanam
Shravanam,
Kirtanam Vishnu
Shravanam,
Smaranam
Kirtanam, Vishnu,
Padasevanam
Smaranam,
Archanam
Padasevanam,
Vandanam
Archanam,
Dasyam
Vandanam,
Dasyam
Dasyam,
Atmanivedanam.
Very bold, very
Atmanivedanam.
nice, very good. Everyone is very smart. God bless you all. Okay, so now Arjuna, I wanting to know. Okay, Krishna, you are saying that we should do devotional service. How let me know at the how they will know how they can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death when death is very painful. No, whoever dies, it is definitely with pain. Some are dying with physical pain, some are dying with the mental pain. They are thinking, oh, what will happen and all, and they are just thinking and they are dying. They don't think Krishna. So Arjuna wanting to know what happens if people who are in devotional service, will they know you at the time of death? So Krishna is in this chapter, in this shloka 8.5. Krishna is saying, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaha prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayah. Yes, Kritika Chan.
Yes, ma'am. अंतकाले च मम एवा स्मरन् मुक्ता केलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भवं यति नास्ति यत्र संशयः. And
Very nice.
whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
So Krishna is no doubt. Okay. Yes, Usha, see yes.
Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nyastya atra samasya.
Samshayah. Very nice. Yes,
Mataji, can I chant?
Isha, chant.
Antikale च मम एवा स्मरन् मुक्ता कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भवं यति नास्ति अत्र संशयः.
Very nice. Yes, Mahika.
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः.
Very nice. Shaurya.
Antakale cha mameva smaran muktava kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshaya.
Very good. Yes, Anushka.
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं यति नास्ति अत्र संशयः.
Very nice. Yeah, Navdeep.
Yes, Mataji. Antakale chaman eva smaran muktava kalevaram ya prayati saham samadbhavam yati naste aste samasya. And whoever at the time of death quits his body remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Very nice. Yes, Jnanadeep.
Yes, Mataji. Antakale chamameva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti astra samasyaha.
Samshayah.
Is at the time of death quits his body remembering me alone and at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Yes. So Krishna is saying Antakale means Antakala is the, what? The last time of the when the body is about to leave the soul. Okay. So when you are going to die, that time Krishna is saying Antakale Chama. Smarana muktva, whenever who is quitting his body, remembering me, remembers, smarans, who thinks about me, remembers me alone. It is not thousands of people and with that you are thinking about Krishna. No, alone you are thinking about Krishna, at once attains my nature. Krishna is saying they will attain my nature and there is no doubt about it. So we have to know that whoever thinks about the Lord at the time of death, definitely they are going to Krishna. They will attain my nature. Krishna is saying they'll come to me. You will also go to Golok Vrindavan and will be like Krishna. It has been said that whoever goes to Krishna's place, everybody will get Krishna's form also. So we are not interested in Krishna's form, but we are interested in serving to the Lord, right? We should be in that way. So we will go and we'll also attend the Krishna's, even though we are also part and parcel of the Lord. We'll also be there. We are also not going to be aged. We are not going to become sick. We are not going to become distressed. Every time blissful and happy there. So that is the nature of the Lord. Of that, there is no doubt. So can anybody tell me who is this?
Bhishma Pitamaha.
Bhishma Pitamaha. And Bhishma Pitamaha was a great devotee of Vishnu, right? In Vishnu Sahasranama, so many shlokas he has chanted, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. So he is a great devotee of Vishnu and he knows that we have to pray to Vishnu, and he was always thinking about the Lord. And there was no doubt that definitely he attended the Lord because he was always thinking about the Lord. When he was about to die, he called Krishna to come in front of him. Krishna was sitting somewhere here, like with Arjuna and Pandavas, and he was also sitting here. So Pitama Bhishma Dev, he requested him to come so that he could see him in front of him, so that he could leave his body seeing him, right? So he knew that he was Vishnu, he is Krishna, so he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He knew that. So remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. We should remember the shloka, very beautiful shloka and very important shloka also. So whenever Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayaha. So there is no doubt. Krishna is saying. So these are the 9 ways of doing bhakti. First is hearing, Shravanam. That shloka, again, who's chanting?
Mataji, may I?
Yes, chant please, Anushka.
Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam.
Very nice. So first is hearing, Shravanam. You have to do lot of Shravanam. You have to hear, you have to read. Whenever you're reading, read little louder. Whenever you're chanting, read little louder. You have to keep on hearing. You can take some classes. You can listen to Acharyas. Even Prabhupada's lectures are also recorded. You can also go to all the YouTubes. There are so many channels wherein Prabhupada's recordings are there. You can hear that. Okay, chanting, you can chant the glories of the name of the Lord, or you can sing bhajan. Okay, and remember the Lord, remembering the Lord. There are 9 ways which any of them you can do, but the first and second is chanting and hearing. The hearing is very important. This is very important shloka. Everybody try to memorize it. Okay, yes, who is chanting? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Yes.
Chant.
Yes, chant.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam syajate ante kalevaram tam ivaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha.
Very nice. Yes, Mahika.
Chant.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam yajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha.
Very nice. Yes, Anushka.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha.
Jnanadeep, chant. Good.
Yes, Mataji. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam antyajati ante kalevaram
Tyajyante kalevaram.
kaunteya सदा तद्भव भवितः.
Okay, very nice. Yes, Ushashi.
यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यज्यन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भव भविता.
Very nice. Yes, Shaurya.
यं यं वापि स्मरं भावं त्यजति अन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भव भविता.
Very good. Who is the next? Yes, Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajate ante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita.
Yes, Chinmay.
Yes, Mother. यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भव भविता.
Very nice. Yes, Tanvika.
यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजन्ति अन्ते कलेवरं तं तं एवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभाविता.
Very good. Okay, anyone else wants to chant?
Mataji, may I?
Yes, yes, chant.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajati antike kalevaram tam tam evati kanteya sada tadbhava bhavitah.
Very nice. Okay. Just a moment, please. Okay, who's chanting next? Done? Please, everybody mark your attendance. Yes, Ushashi, you have chanted. Want to chant again?
I wanted to read the translation.
Yes, yes. Yeah, read.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail.
Okay, so what is the state? See, first you're remembering the Lord, always remembering. When you're always thinking about the Lord, you are going to take Krishna's nature, you are going to Krishna's kingdom. Okay, now Arjuna is asking, and Krishna is replying. Whatever stage, and so we have already Vyam Vyam Vapi Smaran Bhavam, whatever stage of being one remembers. If you remember about somebody, that stage, while leaving the body, at that stage you are going to attain without fail. Even that is possible. Whatever you think, you're going to become that in next life. So it is very important that you don't think wrong things. You think we're always right and you go to Krishna. Otherwise you are going to come again, right? We have an example here. This was very exalted devotee, and he was a great acharya. He was Bharat Maharaj. He was a king. Earlier he was a king, and then he left everything and he went to Vanaprastha. In the Vanaprastha, he was doing very nicely, meditating and thinking about the Lord and all. But what happened, once he was just meditating, that time a lion was about to kill a deer. And the mother deer, she was actually pregnant and she was about to deliver the baby. But because of the fear of the lion, the baby got delivered near the lake only, nearby. And the lion, I think the tiger attacked it and it took away. And the baby was falling somewhere here near close by. And Bharat Maharaj saw that and he bought that. As a human, no, we are all human. We feel compassionate for everybody. Even he got compassionate and he bought it and he started giving food, and slowly the small deer was growing up, and he was always thinking about it, and he was so much attached with it that, like, when we have a pet, we are always like to play with it and try to make it eat or want to take care of it, that so nobody is harming it. Or whenever you go to on the streets taking your pet dogs and all, you're very careful, no, the other street dogs doesn't come and bite it, so you're very careful. In that way also, he was also very careful about it, and he was always thinking about it, even though he see here now he's meditating, but his concentration is here. He's thinking about the deer, whether it is feeling hungry or either whether some animal will come and attack it. He was just thinking about it. So that is why he even though he has left all his family, all his wealth and all, but this small thing has also attracted him, and he is going to fall down. Because of that, what happened? No, because when he was about to die, even though the deer was so much independent, it could aram se be like, it was very much independent. It can have its food on its own and all, right? but but still he was thinking about the deer. Oh my god, what is my deer going to do? Because he was so much attached. When we are so much attached, no, we can't think beyond the box. We'll just think about the same thing. So he started thinking only in that direction, and he forgot the main purpose. The main purpose of the life was to attend the Lord, to go back to Krishna. How can we go back? By thinking about it. But what happened when he was leaving the body? Even though he did nice karma, he did all his activities, and he also started doing chanting, doing bhakti. But even though the main purpose of bhakti is to think about the Lord, but instead of thinking about the Lord, he started thinking about his deer, because he was attached to it, and he came down to that platform. And that is why when he was leaving his body, immediately the soul went to the deer family, the deer life, and he got a deer life. And then he was actually because he has done bhakti in his previous life sometimes, so he got the advantage of being a deer, even though near a ashram. He was meditating. He was there near the ashram. One big ashram was there, and all the saints were always chanting. He could always hear the glories of the name of the Lord, chanting of the name of the Lord. And slowly he left his body. That time he thought about the Lord, and he became human. And that time he was Jada Bharata in the next life, third life. Okay. And then he didn't speak only in that life. Many years he was not speaking. He was just thinking about the Lord, and he knew that he was very careful that he doesn't do any mistakes in that life, because he remembered everything. For us, it is not possible. We don't remember last year's thing or last days has happened, or if some your teacher must have given you some homework, and next day you directly go very quietly, nicely, and your ma'am asks, hey, where is your homework? And you don't know. You are like, oh, I forgot. So it happens, bro. And he had a memory that he was a deer in the previous life, because he forgot the Lord. And then finally he became Jada Bharata. And after some time, a king came. And then finally, that's a big story. I'll have shared the puppet show. No, you can all go through that. It's very beautifully narrated in the puppet show. I'll again share it today. You can all see that puppet show. Okay. And then finally everybody came to know that he is not dumb. He's not speaking. That doesn't mean he doesn't have knowledge. And he had full of knowledge, and he gave so much of vision to everybody. So that is why we should be very careful whenever we are, unless and until we don't practice. Many of them think or keep on saying, okay, so that is only the purpose. No, when we are dying, we should remember the Lord. But it is not possible for you to remember the Lord all of a sudden. Suppose you have a entrance exam, and entire year you have not studied. You will think, oh, I'll do it. No, when the entrance exam come, and the next day when the final day has come, and you have not practiced entire year, it is not possible for you to do it. So that requires practice. So that is why bhakti also requires practice. Unless and until you don't have that process of thinking, you will not remember Krishna. So therefore, Arjuna, God is saying, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna. So the personal form, which is that personal form, Shama Sundar form. Krishna's form is the personal form, Shama Sundar form. And at the same time, carry out your duty. Even you have to do your duty. You should think about the Lord and also carry out your duties of fighting. For Arjuna, it is fighting. For us, whatever we are involved, we have to do that. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. So first of all, you have to fix your mind. How can you fix your mind? You're not diverted everywhere. If you're thinking about 1,000 thoughts, definitely it is going to be diverted. You should control your mind through your intelligence. When you fix on me, on Krishna, you will definitely attain me. So you know here, who is this? This is Bhakt Prahlad actually.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Yeah, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was only 5 years old, he was actually a devotee from the birth.
Started from the womb.
Yes, he was
Before
very,
the birth also.
yes, before the birth only he was a great devotee. But then still he was sent to Gurukul to study the Rakshasa Dharma, because he was in that family. No, we all know that he was Hiranyakashipu's son. And Hiranyakashipu was a great enemy of the Lord. He was a demonic person, and he didn't like the Lord because he knew that God is powerful. And he was always thinking that, oh, Lord has done like that, Krishna has done like that, Vishnu is a cheater. He was always saying that. But he didn't know that Vishnu always tries to protect all the devotees, and he also wants to re-establish Dharma, and he comes again and again, right? And he thought that I have got all the power from Brahma, then now I am very powerful. He also forced everybody to worship him. He wanted everybody to worship him like Vishnu. Everybody was worshipping like Vishnu to him when he was there in that period in his kingdom. Everybody was forced to do it, and Prahlad Maharaj was also forced to do it. But Prahlad Maharaj was not fearful, even though every day Hiranyakashipu was thinking how to kill him. Every day he gave poison, he pushed him from the mountain, so many things he did. Yes, Sai, you have raised your hand. Okay, so what should we do? When should we start our devotional service? Anybody can tell me?
Childhood.
Yes.
From childhood.
Yes.
Childhood.
So many of them we have heard that, you should do bhakti. Many people say that when you chant and all, no, many must have in their school and all, maybe kids say that, "Arey, what is this? Budho jaisa kya karti hai?" Many of them say that. You should not do that. You should not do bhakti at this age. When you become retired or you don't have any other work to do, that time you can do bhakti. People say that.
Nobody knows if we have old age or not.
Yes, we should do it from our childhood. When you start from the childhood, that becomes very firm, and you would not have difficulty in remembering the Lord every time, bro. So here also Prabhupada was a great devotee from his childhood only. With these all examples, he has already set up the example that how we have to do bhakti. From childhood only we have to do. Okay, we all can chant once.
Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. So even though sometimes what happens, we do bhakti from childhood, and when we become an adult, when we are very much responsible, that time sometimes we may get diverted with some attraction. So many things are there in this material world which will attract you. So it is very important that you follow regulatory principles, otherwise we are gone. Okay, so here one example is there of Ajamila. Ajamila was a great devotee earlier. He was born in a Brahmin family, and all the family members are also a great devotee, and he was also a great devotee. But what happened in middle of his life, he slipped from the normal regulative principles which was to be followed, but he didn't follow it, and he did some wrong things which are not recommended in the Shastras, but he did it.
He was attracted to a woman.
Yes, and he got again, even though he was married earlier, again he was attracted to a woman, and he lived with her, and he had a lot of babies and all. And his earlier wife left, his family left him, but he was staying there, and he was not practicing bhakti after that. But the best thing which he did, he just his another son, his last younger son was there. He used to love him so much, and he named him like Narayan, and he used to always call Narayan. And by that time, whenever he was talking, calling the name of Narayan, he used to think about the Lord. But in between his life, he did some all wrong things, and he was about to die. He called Narayan, Narayan, please Narayan come, Narayan come. But what happened? Both the dutas, Vishnu dutas and the Yamadutas came to take his his soul, because they'll go and take it, and whatever as per the karma, whatever you have done, you are going to be rewarded or you are going to be punished. So they came and they had a fight. The Yamadutas were saying, no, he did all wrong things, so we are going to take him. And they, Vishnu Dutas also came. They said, no, you are not supposed to take him. We'll take him back to Vishnu, because he uttered Narayana's name. And finally, they defeated all the Yamadutas, and Vishnu Dutas took him to the Lord. Even though he did mistakes, but little also he had done, there was no loss. He went back to Krishna. So here he is saying, he who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, he who Pratha, is sure to reach me. Krishna is assuring that there is the word sure is written, okay, sure to reach Krishna. So we have to always try to remember the Lord. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything. He is the maintainer of everything. So we all know he is the Bhoktaram, he is only the enjoyer, he is only controller, and he is only the well-wisher. When we know that, when we meditate upon the Lord, Supreme Person, as one who knows everything. He knows the past, present, future, what he is planning, what is there. He doesn't he doesn't reveal it, right? Even though we don't know our past life, what has happened, but it was there. And what is happening here tomorrow, what is going to happen, and our next life, what is going to happen, everything he knows, right? And he is the maintainer of everything. Palanhar, we also call him Palanhar. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanam samsiddhim paramam gataha. Yes, Sai, you want to chant, or you have any doubt? Can you unmute? Hare Krishna. Yes, Shaurya, chant.
Mamupetya punarjanma Dukhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Very nice. Yes, Jitendra.
Can I read the translation?
Yes, read.
After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.
Yes. So God is saying, Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. What is Dukkhalayam? Full of miseries, and which is temporary. Though this world is temporary and full of miseries. And because when you know that it is a temporary place, will you go and stay there?
No, Mataji.
Right? We know that it is temporary, so we should not be fascinated to go there. Okay. Sometimes, have you seen a circus? Sometimes they the fair and all, no? The place is set up so nicely as if it was permanently there. And after a few days, if you go and see, nothing is there, everything is gone. It is just the plain ground. So it happens. Similarly, this material world is also made in that form only. We think that we are going to be here permanent, but nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. Again, this destruction is going to happen. Again, it will be recreated, and it will go to Krishna again, inside Krishna, and again it will come out of the pores of the Vishnus. So everything will happen like that only. It will go and it will come. So it is temporary and full of miseries. So much of difficulties, old age and all is there, no? Because they have attained, when they know that that is the highest perfection, that is the permanent place to go, why will anybody wish to stay here? So the great souls who have attained, who are the yogis in devotion, like this, we have already discussed about this story, which is this story? The lady who was... Yes, say.
Fruit seller.
Yes, fruit seller. Very nice.
Her grains turned into gems when she...
Yes, it was turned into gems. Yes, Mahika, chant the shloka.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Very nice. Yes, Misha, chant.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam
Napnuvati Mahatmana Samsidam Paramam Gata.
Very nice. Yes,
I
Ritik.
also have a, what's the sloka number?
It is, I think.
15.
Okay, thank you. Yes, it is 8.15. 8.15. Okay, so you all can remember this. Yes, Anushka, chant.
Can I chant?
Yes, chant, Kritika.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukhalayam asaswatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection.
Yes. So whoever knows that this is a temporary place to live, nobody would like to stay here. So whoever are the great devotees, they are like the perfect yogis, right? They are the perfect yogis. They know that this is temporary world and full of miseries, and they would not come like to stay back here, and they don't want to come back, return back, because they want to stay in a permanent place. Everybody wants a permanent house instead of a temporary house. After 11 months, every 11 months, they don't want to shift, right? Everybody wants a permanent house. Yes. Who is God?
Chant the sloka.
Lord
Yes,
Krishna is God.
Krishna is God. Yes, Anushka, chant.
Mamupenti. Mataji, can you go for that?
Yeah.
Mamupenti punarjanma dukhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhi paramam gataha.
Very nice. Thank you. So we all know God is Krishna is God. Is he a person?
Yes, he is a
Yes,
person.
he is a
Very
person.
nice. What is his form?
His form is a Shyama Sundar form.
Yes. And we should meditate on which form that is easy for us to do?
Shyam Sundar form.
Yes,
Shyama
we should
Sundar
meditate on the
form.
Shyama Sundar form. Very good. So every time in all the world, in all the universes, wherever there is difficulty or whatever is happening, they'll come and discuss with Vishnu, right? He's lying down on Garbhodaksha ocean, on Shirodaksha ocean. He's lying down, and with that, Lakshmi Mata is always there with him to serve him, and everybody is coming and are discussing about it, right? And this we have already seen in all the scripture books and all. It has been written, and Shivji is always narrating Bhagavatam to Parvati Mata. He is always meditating on Ram. So Krishna is always beautiful, and there are so many pastimes of the Lord. We can't even think how many pastimes the Lord has. We can just read and we can try to understand. We can have the feel how it was. So in even Krishna, when the Krishna was there personally present, all the animals were so loving. Can you see here? The tiger is also there, the cheetah is also there, all the animals are there, but nobody is harming each other, and they are very enjoying very nicely, and they are so lucky to be there. Maybe they have, it is not lucky because they did something, and that is why in the previous life, that's why they have got that benefit of staying with Krishna, right? And even though Yashoda Maya didn't knew that Krishna was Lord, she was always thinking that it was her Kana, and she used to wanting to make him do the right thing, and she used to sometimes punish him, and Krishna was also having the pastime and enjoying it, right? And we all know the story of Sudama, about the friendship. When we discuss, when we give the examples, we give the examples of Sudama and Krishna. No, that is the best friendship. When he was in the Swandipuni Muni's ashram, that time he met Sudama, and Krishna completed all his, even though Krishna knew everything. Whenever Krishna was born, only he started killing all the demons. So there was no need for him to go to school. Right? He was actually a scholar from his childhood, but still he was being sent to ashram, because that was the cycle which we have to practice. We are not Lord, but still the Lord also gave an example that yes, you should have education, you should go to the teacher and study it, right? To disciplic succession, you should understand how things work. So even you require, everybody requires a guru. Even Krishna showed example that, and that's why he also went to school. And within 64 days, every day he used to take up a skill and he used to learn it full. So he was already having it, but he just again took it for 64 days. He was in Sandipuni Muni's ashram, and that time he met Sudama. And what happened once, no, they didn't answer the question, and that's why they were given punishment. But Krishna knew that, but to support Sudama, he also didn't answer, and he was given the punishment, and he went to jungle. And when they were given a punishment to cut the woods and get back to firewoods for cooking. And they went, and that time there was a high wind blowing, and rain has already started. So they had to stay back in the jungle. When they stay back, their Guru Mata had given some chipped rice like poha. And what happened? Sudama only ate that, and he didn't offer it to the Lord. Krishna was Lord himself. No, he's the person. He also feels bad. He also felt bad that even though Sudama had it, he didn't offer it to me. And it was not, Krishna could have created so many things, but he didn't give that. But still, and then finally they departed after their education. And Sudama was very, very poor, because he was just a Brahmana, and he was not getting much dakshina and all. He became very, very poor. And he had become very lean because he was not able to have food and wear good clothes. And when his wife came to know that Krishna, Dwarkadish, was her husband's friend, so she requested her husband, Sudama, to go to Krishna and request for some help. So he just, he didn't wanted to take some help, but he wanted to meet Krishna. So he agreed, and he thought, okay, I'll go and meet him. And he was very excited to meet. You all also become very excited to meet your friends, no? After vacation.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you become very excited. He also got very excited, and he wanted to meet Krishna, and he came very quickly to Krishna's Dwaraka palace. And when he came, the security guard was very surprised that in Dwaraka, nobody is so poor. Everybody was having, see, the maids also, they had so many jewel and wearing nice saris and all. They were also surprised to see him so lean and without nice clothes and all. So the security guard requested, who are you? Just let me know. I'll go and inform the king. I want to know. So he said, I am Sudama, and I have come to meet Krishna. So they were surprised, but still the messenger, the security guard, he went and informed Krishna. And Krishna, when he was sitting there in his palace on a bed, arams, he was relaxing, and he was not wearing his chappals also. What he did, when he heard Sudama's name, Krishna came running to meet him, and he hugged him. And everybody was stunned looking at it. The king, the Lord himself, he is holding this poor man without nice clothes, and he's holding him. So they came to know he must be very important and very fortunate. And he took him inside, and because he was a Brahmana, he wanted to show an example that whoever is guru, whoever has knowledge, he should be given lot of importance. And the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Mata, Rukmini Devi, was fanning the Sudama, and he stayed there for a few days, and he went back. We all know, before he went back home, his home, a small hut, was converted into a palace, and his wife was, he couldn't recognize his wife because she was wearing nice clothes and lot of ornaments. He was surprised to see, and his wife also. And Krishna, before Sudama went back, Krishna had already arranged everything. And even though not only his house was beautified, even his neighbors, because they also helped, because they were so poor that the puffed rice which Sudama got back as a gift, as an offering to the Lord, that was also taken from the neighbors, and they've also got the benefit of it. Yes, Vedeshu Yadneshu. Yes, who is chanting? Okay. Vedeshu yadneshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upetya chadyam. A person who accepts the path of devotional service will get the benefit of studying the Vedas. Whoever does devotional service, no, if you're that path of devotional service will get the benefit of studying all the Vedas. At the end, he reaches supreme abode. Krishna, so whichever book you do, you study, you do devotional service, then at least if you are not able to do thousands of Vedas and study all the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, but at least if you do Bhagavad Gita also, you are going to get the same benefit, right? So at the end,
chant?
yes, chant.
Vedesu yajnesu tapsu chaiva
Tapa-
daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam iti tat sarvam. Ma'am, can you share that slide? Atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upayati chadyam.
Mataji,
Yes.
can I read now?
Yes,
Mataji,
read.
can I-
Read. Shaurya, read.
Vedeshu yagneshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvam idam viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti chadyam.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Mataji, can I please recite?
Yes, recite. Yes, recite. Who is that?
Can I recite, Mataji?
Yes, Mahika, recite.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
Very nice. So when you take the path of devotional service, what will happen at the end? At the end, he reaches the supreme abode. Very nice. Yes, Kritika, chant.
No, ma'am, I have chanted.
You chanted. No, okay, sorry. Yes, Anushka, chant.
दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थान उपैत्य चाद्यम्.
Very nice. Yes, Mishra, chant.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम्.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So we all know the story of, actually tomorrow is not Ekadashi, but whichever Ekadashi, it comes every 15 days. Recently it went. So you should not be having grains, because in the grains on that day, Papa Purusha is trying to hide inside, because the Devi, Ekadashi Devi has given him she has given him the that on Ekadashi you can go and hide, because there was no place for him to stay and everybody was punishing him. She wanted to kill him, but then she became little compassionate, because everybody was he was killing all the devotees because they did some mistake and he was killing, and that is why she had to come from the Vishnu, or from Vishnu only Ekadashi Devi appeared, and she blessed him. Okay, on Ekadashi, if you go and stay in the grains, he can stay there. That's why we should not have, because we are having Papa on that day. So we all know Bhagavad Gita was spoken on
Mokshada Ekadashi.
Yes. So we all chant this. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gauri Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira
Madhava
Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very nice. We all tomorrow. Please mark your attendance. Who has missed to mark your attendance? I'll just again paste it. Okay. Please mark. I'll give some time. Okay. Okay, Sai. I think her net is not good enough. Okay. Sai, you can mark your attendance now. She there? You can mark your attendance. Try to unmute if possible. And if you are not able to mark, please let me know. I'll send you the WhatsApp message. I'll send you. You can just send me a WhatsApp message. I'll send you the link again. Okay. Yes. Anybody wants to say something, or we'll end the class? Yes, Mita, you want to say something?
Tomorrow I have a swimming class. So can you send the recording and the slides?
Yes. Today actually I have recorded. I'll send all the recordings today. What to say?
Tomorrow's class she will not attend. So after the class is done tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sure, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna, everybody. Yes, Mihamika, you want to say something?
Mataji, in
Yes,
one
beta.
YouTube video, I saw that at the end of this Kali Yuga, Krishna will take the form of Kalki. That I don't have any doubt. But the thing I have doubt in is that after Kalki avatar comes, there will be destruction, and again Satya Yoga will start. Is
Yes. Again, the cycle will repeat.
Yes.
Again. Everything will go back to Krishna, and again, new form will come. Everything will happen as per the first thing which was there. Okay, the cycle will again repeat. Again, Satyuga will come.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yuga. Everything will be like that.
Okay, Mataji.
Yes. Sai, you can just ping me on my number. This is my number 989-2289096. You can message me. I will send you. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, Niranjana.
Mataji, how many years are there in Kali Yuga?
There is 432,000 years, and we have just completed almost about 5,000 plus years, 5,120 or something years. So there is quite a big spam of years. We don't have to worry. By the time we are not there, we quickly chant the Lord's name and we go and sit there in Golok Vrindavan and watch. Okay, we have to suffer. Okay, Hari Bol. We'll meet again.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo. Anant Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Hari Bol. See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
God bless you all.